Right now, just a short video about feeding some Asian forest scorpions and how I go about it. Starting off, have a tub here with some soil on the bottom, some compost, just so when I put my smaller tub in, if any little scorpions decide to do a legger, I can grab them without them going disappearing under a bench somewhere or something like that. Gonna feed them some chopped up super worms, which have been pre-fed. They're in good condition. Always pre-feed your food, gut load them, and that's them chopped up there. I chop them up because those guys tend to, if they don't get eaten, they'll bury into the ground, they'll turn into beetles and they'll go on the rampage themselves. So here's one of my scorpy setups now. So where are these guys? So watch your fingers. Yeah, there you go. Lots of little scorpions running around there. All in good nick. These are the Asian forest scorpions. So they're the bigger species of scorpion. They're like the emperor scorpion, and a lot of people keep them in the hobby. These guys are either going to be used in venomation studies, or used by students in colleges, or go to my mates as pets if they're very nice to me, or I'll keep some on for breeding as well. The females of these guys will actually gestate them for over a year sometimes. It was a year since their mother was mated with the male, so it was a good long time until she finally popped. You can see that one hasn't quite got into its full its first shed of exoskeleton, whereas if I can find one, yeah, there's a nice bigger one there. Humidity is the key with these guys. They really like it nice and humid, and that's why most people lose baby scorpions, because they don't have the humidity upright. I think there's an assumption, especially if you're only new to keeping them, that scorpions all live in deserts or they like the real heat, but these guys are fairly dependent on the humidity rather than the heat. Just to explain the setup I have here, that bowl there is basically a water bowl. It doesn't look like one because I have all the pebbles in it, but once a week I'll just fill it up. The pebbles are in there to stop the young scorpions falling in and drowning, which would be a disaster, and it does happen. So that's the idea behind that. Now as soon as I fill it with water, of course it tends to get spilled, or it evaporates around the edge of the container that they're in, but it doesn't matter because they can still drink. Now, these guys, grubs up, lads. Important to keep these well fed because they will eat each other if they don't get enough sustenance. And then again, sometimes they won't eat because, you know, they don't need to eat a lot. So you have to check. Like, I'll have to check them tomorrow to make sure that they've eaten that food. Otherwise it's going to go off in the cage, and that's no use to anyone either. Just spreading infections and whatnot. This is a smaller setup. There's two in here, I believe. Where did I put that thing? Yeah. It's really interesting actually when you watch scorpions mate. They do a little dance on a flat rock. The male will do a little dance in front of her, and he'll actually sting her to calm her down. I'm not sure how that will go down now in copper-faced jacks. There's ones that are shedding skin for the first time, but the other two, or the other three, don't seem to have. So they have a bit to go. I'm not going to throw too much food in there because you can see here they've got big fat bellies. So I don't think there's going to be a big demand for grub. But you never know. It's best to have it and not need it. And one last one. There should be two in here. Occasionally you will open them up and find one of your scorpions is missing because his brother and sister got a little bit peckish. It does happen, unfortunately. We try and keep on top of things. So there you go. The Asian forest scorpion babies. The adults, yay big. So you can see the difference. A lot of growing to go on these guys, but they're doing well, and I'm very pleased.